YouTube is becoming TikTok, and it really sucks to see. Most of you probably have a bit of an idea what I'm talking about already. You've likely felt the changes taking place in your everyday browsing for quite some time. But as the push becomes more and more aggressive, I wanted to explain precisely what is happening, why it's happening, and speculate on the future of both platforms. It's no secret that I absolutely despise TikTok. My most viral videos actually are direct criticism of the platform. It's a malignant force in the world of social media, and the degrading effects it now quite obviously creates are very hard to ignore. But the sad reality is that YouTube is aggressively and persistently attempting to emulate TikTok, and those decisions are now impossible to overlook. Let's dive in. In preparation for this video, I ran a poll. It's not perfect. I could have probably put a neutral option in there or phrased it differently perhaps, but when sampling the temperature of my own audience's opinion on the matter, the results are fairly obvious. 94% of responses indicate that they do not favor the increasingly obvious push by YouTube towards short-form content, and this is, of course, a function of demographics, but also represents an overwhelming sentiment in my audience. That's probably to be expected. I'm a long-form creator. I don't make shorts, at least not right now, so why would I have an audience that wants to see them? However, shorts are becoming a mandatory part of the YouTube experience, so let's look at why that is. To understand this, we need to examine just how popular TikTok has become and how quickly it gained market share in what's now called the attention economy. TikTok has surpassed over 1 billion MAU, monthly active users. Depending on where you look, the metrics are slightly different, but the fact of the matter is that TikTok is now harvesting enormous amounts of user time through addictive scrolling. According to Statista as of 2022, users spent more time in minutes on average daily scrolling TikTok than they did with Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or even YouTube. This is significant because TikTok was originally designed to push 15-second clips. Its meteoric rise to popularity has been predicated on getting children to watch heavy amounts of bite-sized content, which has been unbelievably successful, by the way, but also damaging. According to TikTok's own internal research shared with Wired magazine in 2021, nearly 50% of its own user base, when surveyed, now classify videos in excess of 1 minute long to be stressful for them, which is a terrifying prospect by itself, but it gets worse. Social media, most prominently TikTok as it rose from a brand new, relatively unknown platform to a global juggernaut, utilizes the principle of random reinforcement. I'll spare everyone the incredibly dry research text here, but random reinforcement, also known as intermittent reinforcement, is an aspect of behavior modification that impacts user brain activity. In short, and I've covered this before, so I'll keep it brief, random reinforcement content algorithms, like that of TikTok, which is arguably the industry leader right now in that particular category, are addictive to their users, thereby occupying more and more of their time every day with a simultaneous degradation of their attention span. If you've ever wondered why your child just won't get the fuck off of TikTok, well, we know why, and it's because the application is psychologically addictive. This is what I mean, and it's a bit long, but it's necessary. In a study from Brown University titled What Makes TikTok So Addictive? An Analysis of the Mechanisms Underlying the World's Latest Social Media Craze, quote, unfortunately, it appears that structural and contextual aspects of TikTok are greater contributors to addiction than dispositional attributes of users. Elements of app design and functionality, namely the variable reward pattern of the content stream, the simple flow-inducing interface, and the capability for endless scroll, capitalize on classical conditioning and reward-based learning processes to facilitate the formation of habit loops and encourage addictive use. Unlike dispositional drivers of TikTok addiction, situational elements of the platform are engineered by app developers and thus could be eliminated. However, developers are unwilling to relent with the knowledge that their app's success depends on its ability to manipulate users to continue use despite any adverse consequences. End quote. That's a fairly descriptive analysis of the problem, and it's a scary one. Social media is a battle for users' attention, and TikTok, like it or not, is kind of winning right now. It's a story of disruptive innovation, and it's a story as old as human invention itself. Amazon gained market share, for example, because they shipped things faster. Netflix gained market share because they were, among other things, more convenient. And TikTok has gained market share because it's more addictive for people's time, which means more users, more screen time, more ads to serve potentially, and more success for the company itself. This leads me to the central main point of the video. YouTube is becoming TikTok. Why? Because it's locked in a battle with an unexpectedly successful competitor who has managed to use a novel tactic of capturing user attention in a way that is now disruptive to the industry. What's the response? Simply put, the response is to copy them. Everyone is familiar with YouTube Shorts right now, which are just an echo of TikTok, in reality, embedded into the pre-existing infrastructure on YouTube. and YouTube Shorts are now one of the most heavily promoted aspects of the entire platform. In data released by a publication called Tubular, shout out to my colleague Shino for finding this, we can see that as of 2021, viewership demand for Shorts was outpacing creator uploads, in this case supply, by more than double. YouTube is becoming TikTok because TikTok struck gold, and now YouTube is attempting to harvest the same traffic type from the same demographic and compete with them in that gold rush. To be honest, understanding that the sole motivation of a company like Google is to increase market share, thereby hopefully increasing profits, I can't really be surprised, but the effects are still unbelievably damaging for a great deal of people. Here's the strange thing. Online advertising has encountered headwinds lately as user ad fatigue sets in and oversaturation of the market occurs. Not many forms of online ads even work anymore, by the way, but the kind that still does, the kind that is currently by far the most profitable for creators, is long-form content. According to data from account-based marketing leader Demandbase, 71% of online B2B advertisers, B2B as in business-to-business marketing or advertisers, say that advertising, quote, fails to meet expectations, end quote. The regulatory and technical climate of online advertising is on the cusp of dramatic change in the coming years. That could be a topic all its own. But without going too deep down a rabbit hole here, the gist of it is that advertisers, the big clients of platforms like TikTok and Google or YouTube, are not happy. Performance is not as expected, and results are subpar. Think of it this way. 10,000 views on a YouTube short or a TikTok can give you maybe $1, on the high end actually, but 10,000 views on a 13-minute crafted video can give you $40. This led me to mistakenly believe for quite some time that Google would prioritize advertising efficacy over raw traffic, but it turns out my thinking was pretty severely wrong on that. See, according to recent analysis from Adalytics, and also reported in the Washington Post, and it swept through the news cycle very recently, YouTube TrueView in-video ads were being served on websites, a lot of websites, where they would allegedly autoplay on mute in the background. Simply put, they would be serving ads that no one actually watched, thereby ripping off the clients. This is alarming for advertisers for a few different reasons, because one of the primary benefits of Google is that they can, or could, be more confident that the ads were actually getting seen by real people. They could pay for campaigns that were results-based and highly trackable. But if YouTube no longer cares about that, and if the regulatory climate is clamping down on that in a lot of areas, well, that's a problem. See, winning the war of attention right now may just be more important to their bottom line compared to holding a high standard of advertising results. And while that may be a holistically unattractive prospect for me individually, it might also just be the truth. Big companies often do things that are harmful to the people on their platform because they have decided that one particular objective is just more attractive than another. Downstream ramifications of that might be unpleasant, but that's just how the world works. YouTube is becoming TikTok, where once the platform was focusing on the promotion of engaging long-form content, evidenced by their emphasis in the algorithm on watch time as a primary metric for promotion of individual videos, which is the market where it holds near total dominance at the moment, it is now faced with an upstart competitor who is successfully attracting more average minutes of watch time per user per day with an entirely new format. It's just a matter of perspective. What's better? Like, genuinely, what's better? 2 hours per day watching 400 straight clips on a dopamine drip like TikTok? Or 1 hour per day watching 6 videos for 10 minutes each that can therefore display higher quality ads? It's not easy to put certain things into words sometimes. Just watch or listen, if that's your thing, just watch or listen to this and understand that this type of content is getting hundreds of millions of views on a platform that caters primarily to a youthful demographic with growing market share.
Sending my cat, don't send me, Andrew, what the hell, don't send in my cat, 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 it's not funny, don't send in my cat, 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 guys, it's not funny, don't send in my cat, don't send in my cat, guys.
Thank you. Lollipop.
Now spicy.
Ooh, that one was intense. Samara, I love you. Thank you so much.
Good. Coconut so good. Coconut so good. Balloon. Grab. Coconut so good. Grab. Balloon. Grab. Ice cream so good.
For anyone who doesn't know what is even happening right there, I realized I probably need to add a disclaimer for most people. The little images on screen are called like stickers or something, and they're worth real money. They are acting like brainless NPCs, like non-player characters, as if they're not a person. They're like in a game and doing little actions like that every time someone gives them a penny. And no, I'm not even kidding. The coins are worth a little over a penny each, like 1.3 cents or something. They're doing that online while people throw digital pennies at them. That's the TikTok live part of the website, to be fair, which is even worse than the regular portion. But this is the content that modern youth are consuming. That's what YouTube is now faced with, and that's the type of content trend we can discover when people's attention span gets destroyed to a point where videos over a minute long, and remember, TikTok has internal survey data that they shared publicly suggesting this, where videos over a minute long are stressful to them. Funnily enough, the coin has two sides. YouTube is pushing short-form content aggressively and attempting to compete in that market, while TikTok is adding long-form content and attempting to garner increased monetization prospects from the higher quality traffic. See, as we've obviously already established, short-form content is great for addiction, but it's terrible for revenue. And long-form content is great for revenue, but it's not nearly as addictive by nature. So these two juggernauts battling for market control against each other are circling past and around and through as they try and expand certain aspects of their business model. For YouTube, that means pushing a whole lot of shorts. You see them now, you'll see them more, I guarantee you, and the content standard will steadily devolve into a similar cesspool to that of TikTok. Inversely, TikTok now needs to get higher quality content that can actually keep people watching one video for more than a minute. Otherwise, they can't compete for monetization opportunities in the slightest. So they'll likely pour resources into developing their long-form vertical and getting creators from other platforms with mixed results. YouTube is becoming TikTok as TikTok tries to become YouTube. I'm caught in the middle because I don't even want to make shorts. I don't care about them and I don't want to participate, but algorithmically it may soon be out of my hands. Discovery for short-form content is off the charts, drowning out a large portion of long-form visibility right now, and the more they lean into that, the worse it will get. I also have a unique situation where enormous chunks of my own audience are in different industries because I did direction pivots so often in the past, so that matters too, but that's a different topic. I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, but for a bit of explanation on my side, I will be releasing shorts now that are derived from my past content that also redirect back to whatever video they originally came from. Basically like, hey guys, here's a cool thing, but there's a 15-minute video over there with a lot more information. Go check it out if you want to. I also have a separate channel to set up shorts, like directly for shorts, and I'll be attempting to put out supplementary, concise, educational, and hopefully entertaining content under a minute long, if you can believe that, to increase the channel's discovery. If it works, that's great. Hopefully I won't destroy my sanity or my channel by doing this and somehow push regular viewers away, but if it doesn't work, I think I'm pretty much okay with that. I'm not really built for this whole world of ADHD bullshit, this whatever tier content where it's just hyperactive spam all the time. It feels like a lot of platforms are going down that road too, and yeah, I do have to try and keep up with the twists and turns of YouTube, and I'm going to try posting shorts, okay, I am, but if it doesn't work, I don't know. I'm at peace with that. I don't think I'll be upset. YouTube is becoming TikTok, and TikTok is becoming YouTube, because two industry leaders in separate kinds of content are now facing off to capture what the other one already kind of has market monopoly of. I guess we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's not a total monopoly, but these two juggernauts are going at it, and the downstream ramifications are like not super great for people like me. That's it. If you want to support the channel, check out the links down below. I'll be revamping the channel memberships, I guess, and merch and all sorts of other stuff when I get to it, but I'm slow, so no promises on when I get to it. Patreon, locals, cybersecurity product affiliate list for people who want to be more secure, etc., etc. Again, just a ton of different ways to support down below if you want to explore those, but that's demanding people's time, and everybody has a short attention span now, so I'll cut it there and stop rambling. As always, thank you all for watching, and have a nice night.